This video shows you how you would want to create the individual squares on a Rubik's Cube. So I already drew a cube. It's about the right size. I'm going to leave it for you to determine that. And you want to start a sketch on any one of those surfaces. What this is going to do is it's going to cut into the edges that dictate the cubes. So I'm literally just going to draw 4 boxes, which are long and skinny, and you can maybe imagine that these are now the boxes in between the individual cubes. I'm going to set, if it'll let me. Not allowing me to pick just the little line. Yeah, no, it's not allowing me to pick just that line. I wanted to set those equal. There, it's allowing me to. Yeah, no, it's not letting me. Just a second. All right, if you want to pick these 2 little end lines to be equal, I would suggest just draw a selection window left to right, and that will only select those 2 points of the line, and then set it equal. And I'm going to hit escape, and again draw a selection box, equal. And now draw a selection box like that, and I got this point, so I'm going to unselect that by hitting Control, and I'll set those 2 equal. Now, I'm not sure how thick this line is in there. You should measure that. I'm going to call it 50 thousandths. And now what you can do, I'd suggest, is draw construction lines. Between all those little points. And set those equal. That didn't work either. All right, I'm going to do the same thing I did before, but I'm going to zoom in and just draw a selection window left to right. Hit Control Tab, left to right again, so that you're only getting those 2 construction lines, and hit equal. And now you can do the same thing going the other way. Draw 2 construction lines going down. And this is only where the actual cube would be. If you see, I'm stopping outside of the black area. So again, selection window, and equal. So now everything should be same size. I did not have to do this side because once you have everything else set, this is already going to be a driven dimension. So now that you have that, you can extrude and pick every surface that separates the cubes. I'll leave the distances up to you. Okay, and so now we have the cubes. This is the hard part though. Unless you want to draw that sketch, which was a bit of a pain, 6 times, this is what you would want to do. So you're going to come onto a surface and start a sketch. The surface doesn't have any cubes on it. And you're just going to put a point right in the middle of this drawing. You should know how to do this already. Just using your horizontal and vertical point constraints. That's all you have on that sketch. It's just a point. The reason you want this is because you need to now create what's called a work axis. I'm going to click axis, and I'm going to pick this plane and pick that point. And what it does is it puts an axis or a line perpendicular to that surface you picked through that point. The reason for this is because we are now going to pattern your sketch 4 times around. So I'm going to pick that as the feature to be patterned. The rotation axis is this axis I just picked. And now this looks a mess. That's because they want originally 6 times the placement. You only want 4 of them. So the original counts as 1, and then 2, 3, and 4. And now you have it on 4 of the sides. To finish off this side is you just create a work point again here, create the work axis, and then pattern it going the other direction. I'll leave that up to you. That's the end. Oh, and to color them, you would just literally go in and select all 9 squares, hit the color wheel, pick whatever color you want it to be. That's it.